Audio test 1, 2. And good morning and welcome to Pete Lean Field after a doubleheader went to about 11 o'clock last night, bright and early here this morning, as Post 320 takes on Sioux Falls West. They both played their late night doubleheaders last night. Sioux Falls West actually went a little bit longer than the 320 second game. I listened to a little bit of that on the radio going home. Both teams played in the Gopher Classic last week in Minnesota. 2-1-1 was the record for Sioux Falls West, while the Stars went 1-0-3. The games had a 2-hour time limit. That's how you ended up with the ties. Neither the Stars nor Sioux Falls West advanced out of their bracket. We'll talk more about the weekend for both teams when we come back after the break to the Soundbites Vintage pregame show. I'm Tom Anderson. We want to thank our sponsors for bringing you today's action on YouTube. The webcast sponsors are Playmakers Sports Cards, Memorabilia, and Gaming, located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney Wing. Follow them on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Mike's Auto Sales, home of the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook and find the full inventory online at mikesautosalesrc.com. They're located at 308 East North Street. That's right around Milwaukee Street. Or you can call them at 231-8890. Dakota Discount RV, your local RV dealer. They have two locations, one in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive, the other off Exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Call for sales, parts, or service at 388-8243. They're also online at DakotaDiscountRV.com. Traders Market, located in the Uptown Rapid Mall with more than 4 dozen vendors. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Open Fridays and Saturdays 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Paisanos Paquilla, pizza and more. Dine in or carry out 341-6941 or visit at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. And Soundbites Vintage, your entertainment destination located in Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. Discover a better way to buy your music, movies, collectibles, stereo equipment, and more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Our 320 game sponsors include Beersbach Equipment and Supply, Denny Menholt Auto Group, Strive Fitness, Water Tree Hot Tub Saunas and Water Treatment, Tatco Construction, Shields, Scoopy Cow, McKee Ford, South Dakota Mines, Complete HVAC, Stuart Martin Remax Results Real Estate Team, Anco Builders of Infrastructure and Communications, and American Family Davis & Associates, Nick Davis, agent. When we come back with the Soundbites Vintage pregame show, we will talk a little bit about the teams and what they did in the Gopher Classic. We'll do that as we return to post 320 baseball here at Pete Lean Field. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Paisanos Paquillas, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches. And don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Tom Anderson back in Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth with the Soundbites Vintage pregame show. I know we said we were going to talk about the Gopher Classic. We already kind of mentioned that. Let's talk about what they did last night. Sioux Falls West came in as the number 2 team in power points, taking on the number 1 team, Rapid City Post 22. And Post 22 came away with the sweep, 7-5 in Game 1. They had a lead in Game 2 and almost lost it in the 7th inning, but Post 22 holds on for a 7-6 win. For Sioux Falls West in that first game, they had the 5 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. Brody Jacobson went 2 for 3. Bennett Duncan went 1 for 3, scored a couple of runs. Montel Jensen, trying to get their first names, I just had the last names in the book. 2 for 3, had an RBI and a double. They ran Logue, Voss, and McFarland out on the hill. In the second game, the 7-6 loss, their line score was 6 runs on just 4 hits, 1 error. Their leadoff hitter, Tucker DeHaan, 0 for 1, but he scored a couple of runs, had a stolen base. Jackson Dunn, 1 for 3, scored a run, had a couple of RBI and a double. Jack Hilly was 1 for 3 and knocked in a run. And Ian Stokes, 1 for 4, scored a run and had an RBI. They had Boyd and Grabo on the hill. For Post 320 against Sioux Falls East, they were down 7-1 after the first 2 innings. They came back and put up 6 runs in the bottom of the 4th, highlighted by a 2-run jack by Max Speed, his 12th of the year. Sioux Falls East put a run on the board in the top of the 6th inning. Ben Hassett came in and shut the door. Post 320 did it again, coming from behind, putting up 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Speed, with 2 outs, drew a walk. Holton Melhoff drove him in with a double after Speed had advanced to third on an errant throw, pickoff throw to first. And Ben Hassett with the game-winning hit knocked in Melhoff. Hassett went back out on the hill and pitched the 7th inning to pick up his 5th win of the year. And he was our Paisanos player of the game with the game-winning hit and the win. On the mound for Post 320. It was 3-2 Post 320 at the end of 1 inning. But in the third, Sioux Falls East went crazy. 11 runs on the board. They sent 14 batters to the plate. And they come away with a 10-run rule win. I was ready to do the top of the 6th and realized 320 was down by 10 and the game was over. Not used to seeing that. For Post 320 in that second game, 4 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors. In the first game, 9 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. Colt Jansen started the second game, went just an inning in the third, gave up just 1 hit, a couple of runs. It was not helped in that first inning with an error and a wild pitch. Neither run was earned. He walked 4, though, and that was his downfall. He walked the first 3 hitters in the second inning. Fortunately for 320, one was erased on a attempted steal. Colby Witt threw out a couple of players, or would-be base stealers last night, and he'll have his hands full here again today with Sioux Falls West. And a couple of outfield assists for Post 320 last night. But a 1-1 split, so Sioux Falls West with the 2 losses, 30-11 their record coming in today. Post 320, 31-12. Their South Dakota record 17-6 and 11-6. We'll take a break and come back with starting lineups. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Welcome back to the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. Tom Anderson with you as we take a look at the Traders Market starting lineups. Batting order for Sioux Falls West. Post 15 will be Tucker DeHaan, the right fielder, wears number 0. Number 4, playing shortstop in the number 2 spot is Brody Jacobson. Boston Bryant hitting third, wears number 20 at first base. Jackson Dunn in the cleanup spot. He is the third baseman, wears number 10. Number 5 in left field is Jack Hilly. Number 1 at second base, Montel Jensen. 34, the catcher, Ian Stokes. Beckett Whitlock wears number 7. He's the designated hitter here in the first game. And Noah Grabo will be in center field, wears number 15. Bennett Duncan will be the pitcher. For Post 320, Traders Market defensive lineup is same as last night, pretty much in the first game. Colton Melhoff in left field, Ben Hassett in center, Aiden Bird in right. Tegan Sales and Noah Wald on the left side, Adam Jansen and Max Speed on the right side. Colby Witt behind the plate. I asked him how much weight he lost last night. He just kind of shook his head and said, not enough. And Coach Mike Jansen said, well, you'll get some more today. It was 99 degrees at first pitch last night in the first game. Second game, it was still at 90. And that is where we are at here as we get ready for this 11 o'clock start, the last game of the season. For Post 320, they wrap up their year with a doubleheader. They start the regions next week. They should have a home contest sitting at number 5 right now in the PowerPoints. As it sat last night, they would play Sioux Falls East again. I forgot to ask Mike Jansen how the regions went, so I'll have to do a little bit of research maybe between games. So it will be leading off Tucker DeHaan, left-handed hitter. Burke Eschmeyer induces a foul ball to get things started. Get the right stats up here. These stats were not updated from last night's game. It's a short turnaround for me as well. Pitch misses high and away, 1-1. DeHaan going into last night hitting .313. 16 doubles, 6 triples, couple home runs, 11 stolen bases on the season should he get on. Their leading hitter, Hensley, at .446, 28 stolen bases, is not in the lineup. He was not in the lineup last night either. He was listed on the roster today. Eschmeyer behind in the count now, 3-1. His 12th start of the year, 7-1 on the season. And that one is inside. And DeHaan will trot down to first. Sioux Falls East started the second game with a walk to the leadoff hitter, and things did not go well. So Eschmeyer pitched a gem in that Gopher Classic, went 8 2/3 innings, gave up no runs. I don't have the game in front of me. I think he struck out 7. He hit his 105 pitch max. Hassett came in and got the last out. That strike on the outside corner. Eschmeyer up 0-1. So DeHaan at first, 11 steals, 1 caught so far this year. Jacobson, .349 average. This team is .332 team average. They've stolen 102 bases, 28 of those by Hensley, not in the lineup. Jacobson swings from the right side, open stance, throw back to first, and boy, Eschmeyer has a great move. 320 has several pitchers that have a quick move to first. In fact, when they were working on their leads, Coach Jansen put a couple of the pitchers out there and said, give us your best move, let's gauge where we're at. Eschmeyer just come off a start, so he did not participate in that. 0-2. DeHaan with a steal last night. That pitch misses inside. Witt looks down to first. Doesn't snap the throw down. Witt almost had a third run last night. His throw released late, bounced twice, and still almost got him. DeHaan with a steal in each game yesterday. 2 hopper. Sales picks it up. He'll have to go to first and makes the play. Sales last night had one like that, a little too hot, bounced out of his glove, made an errant throw to first. That one on the mark. Advancing to second on the ground out is DeHaan. And Boston Bryant will step in with a .421 average, .553 slugging, 4 doubles, 4 triples, and a home run. He's knocked in 34. That leads the team. With DeHaan standing at second, Bryant also swinging from the left side. Eschmeyer out of the stretch, kicks in, delivers. That's fouled off to the left side, 0-1. Eschmeyer gave up 6 hits, walked 2 in that game against Mankato. Went 9 innings, 0-0 tie when their 2-hour time limit hit. One of the 3 ties for the Stars in the Gopher Classic. Sioux Falls West was playing in the Shakopee bracket, went 2-1-1. Beat Gillette and Champlin their first 2 games, tied the Blue Jays, lost to Shakopee. One the count, 1 out, top of the first. This one's pounded foul to the right side. Good one-handed grab by, I think that was Stokes, their catcher over there, on the hop. Eschmeyer ahead in the count, 1-2. Third baseman Jackson Dunn on deck. And a swing and a miss. Eschmeyer sits him down with the big K. 2 gone. Dunn 2 for 3 and 1 for 3 last night. Scored a couple of runs, had a couple of RBI, had a double. Going into last night's action, hitting .317. Had just 3 doubles and a triple, 15 RBI. Hitting out of the number 4 spot. Takes a look at the first pitch, first strike. Dunn with 82 at-bats on the year. Jacobson, Duncan, Bryant, and Hensley all over 100 at-bats. 0-1 delivery, just misses high and inside, 1-1. Dunn, the third baseman, hitting from the right side. Very slightly open stance. Now he opens up a little bit more. The delivery by Eschmeyer, fouled off to the right side. 1-2. Eschmeyer looking to close out the year. Pick up his 8th win today. That one just outside. So 2-2 here in the top of the first inning. Runner on second. Jansen bluffs there. Eschmeyer hesitates. Two-hopper to Wald. Picks it up cleanly. Over to first. Speed with the stretch and the out. After the leadoff walk, Eschmeyer gets him 1-2-3. Playmakers brings you our inning recap. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left standing. We're back with the bottom of the first inning. 3:20 coming to the plate from Pete Lean. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at DakotaDiscountRV.com. Back at Pete Lean Field for the bottom of the first inning. Slight breeze blowing in. The flag really not moving much out there. We had a little stronger wind last night blowing in from right field. The flag hanging pretty loosely on the pole. Our Traders Market starting lineup. Batting order for post 320 will be Noah Wald, Aiden Bird, Tegan Sales, Max Speed, the first 4, followed by Colton Melhoff, Ben Hassett, Cooper Kimball, Colby Witt, Adam Jansen. Same way they started game 1 last night. Defensively for Sioux Falls West, it'll be Hilly, Graybo, and DeHaan in the outfield from left to right. Jackson Dunn at third. Jacobson is at short. And the first pitch in for a strike. Jensen at second, Boston Bryant at first. Ian Stokes behind the plate, and Bennett Duncan on the mound for Duncan. Start number 7. As he's up in the count early here, 0-2. 26 2/3 innings, 21 hits, 14 runs, 9 earned, 19 walks in those 26 innings. Struck out 23. Big right-hander delivers, and that is fouled off to the right side. Wald hangs in there at 0-2. Just 1 hit by pitch for Duncan, a .219 batting average against. They give up only a .206 batting average against their opponents this year. And a swing and a miss. The ball gets away. Wald hustling down to first and can't beat the throw. He got a little bit of a late start, not realizing the ball had squirted away. Good hustle by Stokes to get the ball and deliver an on-time throw to first. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Duncan with a 4-0 record on the year and a save. They have 15 saves. 6 of those picked up by their starting pitching staff. Voss had the start last night in one game. Logue had to start in the other. It was Boyd and Logue with the starts last night. Bird takes a look at a pitch down and away, 1-1. Oh, yeah. Ace is wild on the board. Number 11 at bat, 1-1-1 across the board. It's usually the deuces that we're looking for. We had that last night as well with Bird at the plate. Pitch misses down and in. Good catch. Bird in the win. Went 1 for 2, scored a couple of runs, reached on a couple of walks. Looking at a 2-2 count here. He was 1 for 2 with another walk in game number 2. He's been a walking machine here in the last month. Leads the team in that category. That pitch misses inside. Count is full. And that is fouled down the left field line. We'll do it again. So Bird with the 3 walks last night, now with 46 walks on the season. That almost doubles up Wald, who's number 2.
The walk brings to plate third baseman, number 3, Tegan Sales.
Bird goes to first again. Tegan Sales will step in, 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI in the second game last night. 2 for 4 in the first game, had a run and a couple RBI. 409 average. Corkscrews himself in the box. Just foul. Outside the bag down the third base line. Outfield playing Sales straight away in right and left. Very shallow in right field. Center fielder shading just a little bit to left field. And not really anything for a breeze here today. In fact, that little breeze we had blowing in seems to have gone away. The flag's still on the pole out down the left field line. 325 down that left field line, 350 to right, 370 to center, 415 to the deepest part of the park. In left center, that's fouled off to the side. And Sales hanging in there. Sales with just 8 strikeouts on the season. Backs away from the inside pitch, 1-2. Duncan, 19 walks in those 26 innings, so he does struggle a little bit. Good lead at first for Bird. Sales looks at one outside, evens the count at 2-2. Bird, 11 steals. Coming in, he picked up 1 in the first game, so he's now at a dozen, number 2 on the team behind Max Speed. Picked up 1 last night. That pitch up in the strike zone, so Sales has worked the count to full after being down 0-2. 1 out here, bottom of the first inning, no score up on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Bird at first after Wald struck out to start the game. Tegan Sales, the number 3 hitter. Tightened up that corkscrew a little bit, lifts it to left field. Chasing back and making the play, backing up was Jack Hilly. That'll be 2 gone.
Number 22.
Max Speed. A big league shot to left field last night. Had a double in the first inning to drive in the first run for 320. And then part of that 6-run fourth inning sent it high and deep to left field, and no doubter. Number 12 on the season. He was our player of the game in game number 2. It's a coin toss in both games between Speed and Hassett, so we split it on the second game. Speed, Pisano's player of the game. First pitch missed, 1-0. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Bird still at first base. Off-speed pitch, hammered to left field. The diving attempt not made, and Bird will have to stop at second.
Left fielder, number 2,
That
Holt.
line shot quickly got out into left field. Kind of died as it went out there, the attempt by Hilly to get there. So he had to chase the fly ball from Sales way back, and he had to come in on that one from Speed. Speed at first with the single. Bird stands at second with 2 outs. Colton Melhoff steps in. Had the game tying RBI double and scored the winning run on the single by Hassett in the first game last night. Short lead at second for Bird. Now he takes another step off. That bounces in the dirt. Good stop by Stokes. It's 3:20 threatening here in the bottom of the first inning. They had missed opportunities in the first game before they got the 6 runs in the fourth to get the offense going. Never really got much going last night in the second game. The delivery, and that pitch is up in the zone. Bennett Duncan. Just notice on that last pitch, he almost like double clutched after he came to a set. See if he does it again. He steps towards third, then he steps back towards home. And misses inside for ball 3. Every pitcher with their little quirks. Carter Brady, big sidewinder, threw across his body last night. 320 seems to have problems with those pitchers. Riken from Yankton kind of threw the same way, and he shut them down a couple weeks ago. Second walk in the inning.
The walk brings to the plate, center fielder, number 15.
And that'll move the runners. So Bird at third, Speed at second. Must have been seeing things. I already had the runners advanced. Milhoff at first and Ben Hassett. We're going to have a quick mound visit. Coming into the games last night, post 22 is 7-2 record. Sitting on top in power points, they swept number 2 Sioux Falls West. Brandon Valley was at third, followed by Yankton. Post 320 is sitting at fifth. Brookings very close behind them. Pierre, Harrisburg, Watertown, and Renner round out the top 10. Then it's Mitchell, Sioux Falls East, Spearfish, Aberdeen, and Huron. Still a few more games to be played. I thought today was the last day, but it looks like they have extended the schedule a little bit, so they must have had some teams that might have been a little short or doing makeup games. I thought today was the last game or last day for playoff consideration. So they break up the huddle. Bases full of White Stars jerseys, wearing the white with the stripes and the impossible to read back numbers. Outside to Hassett, ball 1. Hassett with the game-winning RBI in the first game, also picked up the win in relief. Our Paisanos player of the game steps in, 1-0, bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the first. That one catches the upper part of the strike zone. 1-1. Hassett hitting at 310. His average was kind of hovering just above and just below the 300 mark. He brought it up a few points here the last couple of weeks. The delivery, Hassett takes a look at strike 2. Hassett's driven in 30 with 10 doubles and a couple of triples. Open stance, that back foot planted on the back line of the batter's box. And that's fouled away as Hassett stays alive. Kind of pulling out and just caught the outside pitch with the bottom outside part of the bat. 1-2 delivery from Bennett Duncan. Big right-hander takes a look at the runners and delivers, and that's going to be a breaking ball in for strike 3. So Hassett, a little taste of his own medicine. He's done that to a lot of batters this year with the breaking pitch. That ends the first. The Stars lose the opportunity with the bases loaded. No runs, 1 hit, a couple of walks, no errors, a couple of strikeouts in the inning, and a long fly ball to left. At the end of 1, we are tied at 0 apiece. Inning recap brought to you by our friends at Playmakers. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Going to the top of the second inning, 0-0 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard from Mike's Auto Sales. We are here for the last day of the regular season doubleheader against Sioux Falls West. And West will bring up the Traders Market batting order in the top of the second inning. Their number 5 hitter, Jack Hilly, followed by Montel Jensen and Ian Stokes. Burke Eschmeyer walked the leadoff hitter. Got a ground out, a strikeout, another ground out. Got out of the first inning with no damage. Hilly, 290 on the season. From the right side, slightly closed stance, deep in the box. Breaking pitch in from Eschmeyer for strike one. Hilly 1 for 2 with a run scored in the first game last night, 1 for 3 with an RBI in game number 2. That helped his average a little bit. Eschmeyer gets the foul ball to the right side, up in the count now 0-2. Last home start for Eschmeyer, probably his least effective game of the year. And ring him up. Second strikeout in the game for Eschmeyer.
Second baseman, number 1, Matt Jensen.
Jensen to the plate. It's from the right side, open stance. That back foot planted on the back line. Just inside the back corner of the right-handed batter's box. Takes a look at the first pitch outside and low, ball 1. Jensen, a .301 average. 16 steals on the year if he should get on. 1-1. And for the second time this game, we got aces across the board with number 1 at bat. The ball, a strike, in and out here in the top of the second. This one fouled off to the right side and out of play. Had a little slice to it. 1-2 the count to Jensen. .332 average on the season as a team for Sioux Falls West. Slugging, though, just .419. They have 38 doubles, 17 triples, 6 home runs. Still have not seen a team that has the extra base clout that the Stars have. 90 doubles, 26 triples, 21 home runs going into last night's game. They added to that total with the Speed home run. Hassett and Melhoff both had doubles. Ground ball to Jensen at second. Little worm burner, and Speed with the snap at first. 2 gone. Ian Stokes, the catcher, will step up. Hitting .245. Just a double on the year. 6 walks. Struck out just 3 times in the 49 at-bats. Splits time at catcher with McGinnis, who caught one of the games last night. We'll probably see him in game 2. That pitch high and away. Stokes thought about it, held off. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 gone here in the top of the second inning. Eschmeyer, after the initial walk, has retired 5 straight. That one misses high and inside. 2-0. Try to go back and find that start for Eschmeyer. Couldn't find it in the book, but other than that start, he's been so impressive this season. 2-1 the count now. Stokes with the open stance from the right side. Tried to check his swing, it looked like, on a pretty good pitch. 2-2. So we had aces wild, now we got the deuces wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second. Stokes leans away from the inside pitch, fouls it off to his dugout. That back foot is not planted firmly. He's on the inside part of the foot leaning forward, that front foot pointing at the pitcher. Deep knee bend, then straight up and down with the back. Hot shot to Wald at short, comes up over to Speed, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Burke Eschmeyer. Strikeout, a couple of infield groundouts. And at the end of 1.5, we are tied at zeros going into the bottom of the second. Brought to you by Playmakers. They are in the Uptown Mall. Check them out online for all their events. And Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Back to Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Stokes, who made the last out, had to get all the catcher's gear on. He's just getting out on the field now. So Eschmeyer, a couple of impressive innings to start the game after that leadoff walk. Strikeout in each inning, a ground out to third, a couple to short, 1 to second, no balls, making it out of the infield. Post 320. Had the bases loaded in the first inning, not able to capitalize. They will send Cooper Kimball, Colby Witt, and Adam Jansen, the bottom 3 in their order. Batting order brought to you by Traders Market, located in the Uptown Rapid Mall. Open on the weekends, Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Cooper Kimball, the DH in the first game last night, went 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Kimball came in hitting .333. Looks at a pitch breaking outside, ball 1. Kimball didn't play much through the first half of the season, but has got himself in the lineup here and is doing well. Swings through, evens the count at 1 apiece. Couple of doubles on the season, driven in 6. Got an extra 0 under his runs. I'm assuming that's 10 runs, not 100. Walked 5 times. Pitch missing outside, 2-1. So Kimball, Witt, and Jansen. Good bottom third of the order. That breaking pitch fouled off to the 320 dugout, 2-2. Witt and Jansen have really picked up their hitting in the second half of the season. Kimball stepping in with a hot bat as well. That pitch high and tight, 3-2. Duncan with a couple of walks in the first inning, averages just under a walk per inning. Walked 19 and 26 2/3 and walks his third of the game. Colby Witt caught both ends of the doubleheader last night in all that heat. Went 0 for 2 in the second game, drew a walk. 2 for 3 in the first game. And he's moved his average from the low 200s up above 270, coming in hitting 274. Creeping in at third, expecting a bunt, and Witt turns back to first, and the throw off the mark, or that could have been a pick of Cooper Kimball. Only 7 sacrifice bunts on the season for .320. So somebody has stolen the signs because Witt, I don't think, has bunted all year. They're creeping in at third again. Witt turns, puts the bunt down and in the air. First baseman can't get to it. 1-1. So Witt will step back in. Best bunt of the season, of course, against Spearfish a couple of weeks ago. After a long rain delay, bottom of the 7th, max speed at 30, comes barreling down third baseline. Hassett puts the bunt down perfectly. Ended up with a single because after Speed scored, Spearfish didn't bother stepping on the bag. So Hassett with the game-winning hit again. That's 2 or 3 on the year. Witt turns, gets the bunt down between first and the pitcher will have to handle it and scoops it over just in time. Witt on the move, going over to field it. Duncan slipped on the grass, was able to shuffle it out of his glove to the first baseman. But Witt, with the sacrifice, 1-3, moves Cooper Kimball over to second. Adam Jansen. .373 on the year. Driven in 23 runs, 4 doubles and a triple. He's got Cooper Kimball standing on second. Kimball, a little bit of speed, stolen 4 bases on the season. Duncan delivers. That misses outside and away, ball 1. Sioux Falls West just 9 sacrifice bunts on the year. Waving the bat. Jansen at the plate, awaits the delivery. Lines it to left. That is going to fall inside the chalk. That'll score a run. Kimball, as he was between the bag, second and third, his knee buckled just slightly, able to maintain his balance, and Adam Jansen puts the first run across the board here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 lead on the Dakota Discount RB scoreboard. Jansen with the double, his third of the year. RBI, oh, look, there's a Jensen and a Jansen. Get back to the .320 side. The 5th double of the year, the 24th RBI for Jansen. Now back to the top. Noah Wald struck out, was not able to beat the throw to first after the catcher couldn't hang on to the third strike. Fouls the first pitch away. Wald with a .320 average. Been hitting in the leadoff spot for the last several weeks. Went 1 for 3 last night and 0 for 4 in the first game. Scored a run in each. Open stance from the right-hand side. Drives it to left field, and that will be right in the glove of Hilly. Did not have to move much. Wald smoked one to third base last night. Got robbed of a hit. Tagged that one pretty good, but couldn't find the gap. There's now 2 down. Jansen standing on second. Aiden Bird walked, got stranded at third in the first inning as the Stars left the bases full. Looking to drive in. Let's see if he got an RBI last night. Did not drive in a run last night, so he is sitting at 41. 4 players over 40 RBI in the season: Speed, Bird, Melhoff, and Sales. This one fouled off to the left side. Bird goes the other way quite a bit. He's got some room down the line. Left fielder playing him straight away. Center fielder slightly towards left. The right fielder playing a shallow right field. There's a big gap out in right center for Bird to aim at. The 1-1 delivery from Duncan as they play cat and mouse at second base. Misses inside, 2-1. They throw down to second. And again, Jansen hustling back. Stars have got caught a little too far off the base a couple of times in this inning. Good throws may have had them, but the throws weren't there. 2-1, 2 out. Stars a run on the board here in the bottom of the second inning. Jansen drove in the run, stands on second. Hot shot up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Jansen around. Play will not be made at the plate. They cut it off at second base. Boy, I thought they had a shot at getting Jansen at home had the center fielder made the throw through, but instead he went to the short cutoff man at second base, and the base hit by Bird drives in the second run of the inning. Bird stands at first with his 12 steals on the year. Tegan Sales flew out to deep left in the first inning. Bird stretches his lead out, still about a step short of that infield cutout. Now he takes another little half step that way. Dances around, stays there, shot up the middle again, and that time the shortstop Jacobson gets to the ball and touches second base unassisted to end the inning. But a couple runs in for post 320 here in the bottom of the second inning. Playmakers inning recap. The 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, a walk in there, and 1 left standing. 2-0 lead for post 320 as we go to the top of the third inning. This is 320 baseball from Pete Lean. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. So Burke Eschmeyer rolling through the first 2 innings after walking the initial batter. Couple of strikeouts, 4 groundouts, and we go to the top of the third. The Traders Market batting order will be Beckett Whitlock, Noah Graybo, and Bennett Duncan. Nope, they do have a DH in there. Let me draw the line through there. We'll be back to the top of the order with Tucker DeHaan. Another lefty, third left-handed hitter in the lineup, and Eschmeyer catches the inside black for strike 1. Beckett Whitlock, 222 on the season and 45 at bats. Takes a look at a pitch low. Looked awfully good, 1-1. Thought we were going to see that right arm go up for strike 2. Eschmeyer will back off. Now steps back on. Fires in. That line shot to center, fading off towards left. Hassett will get it back in, and that's the first hit of the game. So Noah Graybo will step in. Graybo hitting .250 on the season. Went 0 for 3 and 0 for 3 last night, drove in a run. Hitting from the right side. Number 9 hitter in the order. Be handled by Eschmeyer, throws first to Speed. So the sacrifice moves Whitlock to second. So 2 teams that haven't played much small ball, both showing the bunt here early in the game. Colby Witt and Graybo both successful on the bunt attempts. 1 out, back to the top of the order. Tucker DeHaan led off the game with a walk. Got stranded at second after a ground out to third. Swings through the first pitch by Eschmeyer, strike 1. DeHaan, .313 average, 16 doubles, 6 triples on the year. Haven't been 2 RBI, must have missed a keystroke. I guess 22, maybe, driven in by Graybo. or by DeHaan rather. 83 at bats for DeHaan. Scored 16 times. 0-2 count. Here comes Eschmeyer. Misses high and away. Ball one. Eschmeyer out of the stretch. Wald fakes to second and a swing through. The ball dropped by Witt. He'll go to first. Runner holds at second. The third strikeout of the game for Eschmeyer. And with 2 outs now, the shortstop grounded out to third and moved DeHaan to second in that first inning. Will step in, hitting .349 coming into the action. 2 doubles, 3 triples, and a home run, driven in 25. Wiggles at bat with a slightly open stance out of the right-handed batter's box. Eschmeyer misses high and inside, ball one. Bryant leads the team in RBI with 34. Not in the lineup since he's on the hill. Well, it's Duncan on the hill. Bryant is on deck. Bryant with just 4 doubles, has 4 triples, and a home run. Just not a lot of extra base hits for Sioux Falls, but they slice the singles. That is to Hassett in center. They want to wave him through. Here comes the throw. It's going to be not in time. Hassett didn't get much on the throw. Did not hit the cutoff man. It hit the grass and just died there. Witt actually had to run out about 10 feet from home plate to come up with it. And that's the first run given up by Eschmeyer in his last 10-plus innings of work. So the first run across the board, 2-1 now on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Top of the third inning, 2 gone. Jacobson at first, and Boston Bryant struck out his first time up. Toss over, and Eschmeyer almost got Jacobson, who bounced back into first. He will take a confident lead. Stolen 8 bases on the year. This one pounded foul down the first base side. Speed will field it in foul territory. 0-1. They don't bunt much, but 102 steals on the year, but their leading base stealer and their leading hitter, Hensley, did not play in either game last night and did not get the start here. Throw over to first. Jacobson back easily. Eschmeyer trying to keep Jacobson close with 2 outs. Bryant steps back in, 0-1 delivery, and he lines a base hit to left field. Melhoff will field it there, and station to station goes Jacobson. First and second now with 2 outs. So a leadoff single by Whitlock, the sacrifice, a strikeout on DeHaan, and back-to-back singles. 3 hits in the inning. Eschmeyer backs away from the mound, gathers his thoughts, steps back up to face the cleanup hitter Jackson Dunn, grounded out to short. He is hitting .317, 15 knocked in on the year. 3 doubles and a triple. Again, as a team, they hit .332. So a lot of singles in there. 342 hits on the season. The 0-1 delivery from Eschmeyer, lifted to short center. Hassett comes in, makes a play, and that is the inning. But 1 run in on 3 hits. No errors, a couple left aboard at the end of 2.5. It's a 2-1 lead for Post 320. Our inning recap brought to you by Playmakers. We're back with more 320 baseball from Pete Lee. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street, or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. Traders Market batting order here in the bottom of the third for post 320 will be the cleanup hitter Max Speed, Colton Melhoff, and Ben Hassett.
First baseman, number 22, Max Speed.
Bennett Duncan on the hill. Worked out of a bases loaded jam in the first inning. RBI double by Jansen, RBI single by Bird in the second, played at 2 runs, and the Stars lead at 2-1 here in the bottom of the third on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Speed swings through an off-speed pitch down and in. 0-1. Open stance, holds the bat right at his hips, brings it up to the shoulders, and fouls this one off to the right side, 0-2. Speed, our Paisanos player of the game in the losing effort in the second game last night, went 2 for 3, had a stolen base, scored a run. Little step back and the delivery. Speed lifts it high in the sky. Shortstop out after it, and he will make the play. Good job by Jacobson to get there. Left fielder looked like he might have lost it in the sun. Usually when we get the late starts, it's the right fielders battling the sun, but with this early morning start, the left fielder, I don't know that Hilly ever really had a beat on it, but Jacobson makes the long run to make the play. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning. Colton Melhoff walked, got stranded at first as that part of that bases loaded log jam in the first inning. Breaking pitch in for strike 1. Melhoff has just been so consistent this year. 348 average, 48 runs, 45 knocked in, swings through on that pitch for strike 2. Leads the team in doubles now with 17 after the double last night. 3 triples. That one just missed. 1-2. No home runs on the year for Melhoff. He sent one deep last night. Was just foul. Didn't make the fence. 0-2 delivery, 1-2 delivery rather, swing through and a strikeout by Melhoff on the off-speed pitch. That is the third strikeout of the game for Bennett Duncan. So 2 quick outs, and Ben Hassett, one of the strikeout victims to end the first inning with the bases loaded. Hassett at 310, entering last night's doubleheader. 2 hopper, handled at the second base by Jensen. It's a 1-2-3 inning. First clean inning of the game for Bennett Duncan. 2-1 lead for the Stars on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard as we go to the top of the 4th inning. An easy playmakers recap here in the bottom of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1-2-3, go the Stars. We're back with the top of the 4th here at Pete Lean Field, post 320 base. Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Traders Market batting order here in the top of the fourth inning for Sioux Falls West will be Jack Hilly, Montel Jensen, and Ian Stokes, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. They went down in order in the second for Eschmeyer's clean inning in the game. Part of 5 straight retired before Whitlock led off the third inning with a single. He eventually came around to score the run for Sioux Falls West. They trail it on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard 2-1. Hilly just under 300 average, 290 coming into yesterday's doubleheader against Post 22. They're swept in a couple of close ones, 7-5, 7-6. And Eschmeyer's breaking pitch catches the outside, strike one. Sioux Falls West 30-11, Post 320, 31-12 after last night's doubleheaders. This one, a hard shot, and the play is made. Tegan Sales stretches it out. Robs Hilly of maybe extra bases. Sales has been very steady at third base so far this year, and that was a great play. Keep the lead runner from getting on here to start the top of the fourth inning. Jensen grounded out to the second baseman, 0 for 1. Eschmeyer misses outside on the first pitch, 1-0. Jensen just a touch over 300 entering the games here in Rapid City, hitting at 301. A couple of doubles and a triple, 16 stolen bases. One of 5 double-digit steal thieves for Sioux Falls. 2-1. Jensen steps back in with 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning. Eschmeyer misses up top, 3-1. Eschmeyer's last start in the tournament, 8 2/3 innings, did not give up a run before he hit his 105 pitch count. That game ended after the 2-hour time limit, tied 0-0. A couple of pitching masterpieces. Count is full. Eschmeyer gets the pop up to the right side, and that is going to be out of play. Bird was on his horse, but had no shot at it. We'll do 3-2 again. Leadoff hitter in the top of the fourth, Jack Hilly, a smash to third base. Sales nabs it on the dive, 1 gone. And the full count is going to miss inside. Spun Jensen around. He'll go to first with the walk. Dangerous man down there, 16 steals, caught just 1 time. And Ian Stokes, 245 hitter. Grounded to short his first time up. See if Sioux Falls this inning play some small ball like they did last inning. Will they turn Stokes? Decent lead at first? No. Outside, ball 1. And they don't bunt much. Put one down today. Throw over again. Eschmeyer so close. He's keeping those runners pinned at first, knowing that they've got the speed out there. 102 steals on the season. Going into last night's game, I think they had 2 more last night with DeHaan. 41 games are averaging about 2.5 steals per. Witt threw out a couple of would-be base stealers in the doubleheader last night. 2-0 pitch coming from Eschmeyer. Chop to Sales, looks to second, makes the play there to first, and that is going to be not in time. Jansen had to hold the bag waiting for the throw from Sales, who had to wait for that high chopper to come down, but they get the lead runner on the 5-4 force out at second. He races Jensen. They'll take the trade. Jensen with the 16 steals. Stokes has not stolen a base this year. But he will be replaced by a courtesy runner since he is the catcher. Didn't quite catch the number. Inside pitch. Whitlock backs away from it. Might be 23, Chris Logue at first base. 12 steals on the year, so it makes sense. That pitch catches the corner, 1-1. This one lined into the gap in center field, and Hassett on his horse makes the play. That looked like that was going to drop, and Hassett, playing in the left field side of center field, on the run, makes the play. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 walk, and 1 left aboard. Through 3.5, 3:20 with a slim 2-1 lead. Playmakers brings you that top of the 4th inning recap. We'll come back with the bottom of the 4th inning here from Pete Lean Field with more 3:20 base.
Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast.
Tom Anderson back in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. For post 320, their Traders Market batting order will be the bottom third of the order. Cooper Kimball, the DH, Colby Witt, the catcher, and the second baseman, Adam Jansen. 2-1 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Stars up here in game 1 of 2, the final 2 games of the year for post 320. They'll get ready for the regionals next week. They should host. And the state tournament the following week will be played here in Rapid City at Fitzgerald Stadium. So post 22, the number 1 PowerPoint team right now automatically will qualify. First pitch into Kimball, called strike. Bennett Duncan still on the hill. Fly ball into right field. DeHaan is there and makes the play, 1 gone. Duncan with the clean inning in the 3rd, retires the first batter here in the bottom of the 4th. Colby Witt laid down the bunt that moved Kimball to second. Kimball eventually coming around to score the first run of the game for the Stars. That pitch catches the outside black, strike 1. Witt average up over 270 at 274 entering last night's doubleheader. Caught both ends of it, catching the first game here. And that pitch, a seam on the black, the lower part of the strike zone, 0-2. Witt steps back in the box. That breaking pitch just misses in the top of the zone. Good 2-strike pitch by Duncan. The take by Witt puts it at 1-2. Duncan, his little step back, the big kick, and that pitch high and away, 2-2. Seen this a couple of times from Duncan so far through the first 3 innings. Gets the hitter down 0-2 and then not able to find the strike zone. Goes deeper in the count. Witt fouls this one away. We'll do it again at 2-2. Post 22 and Sioux Falls East tied at 2 apiece in their game. Duncan at 61 pitches here in the bottom of the fourth. This is outside. The count goes full. So another batter that was down 0-2 in the count. Now looking at a 3-2 count. 1 out, bottom of the fourth inning. And Witt draws the walk. We'll see a courtesy runner for Witt.
Second baseman, number 14, Adam James.
See who they trot out there. Oh, the impossible to read white numbers on the white jersey. Younger eyes.
The courtesy runner, number 10, Cole Jansen.
Thought we had the number, and then we didn't. Lockhart will be the runner at first. Jansen stands in. Crouches low. 2-hopper to the shortstop. He'll take the play himself. Fires to first. It hopped halfway there, but the first baseman, Boston Bryant, digs it out. So an unassisted 6-3 double play ends the fourth. So we were all concerned about the courtesy runner. He got erased. Great play by the shortstop, Brody Jacobson. Made the turn at second as he was falling away. The throw, not the best, but it was in time to beat Jansen to the bag. And we're through 4. 2-1 lead for post 320. Playmakers with your top of the inning or bottom of the inning recap. We are back for the top of the 5th inning here. Game 1 of 2 from post 320's Pete Lee.
Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Paisanos Pachillas, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
Back for the top of the 5th inning. Tom Anderson in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. Join us at the conclusion of our game. We'll name our Paisanos player of the game and wrap up the numbers with the Soundbites Vintage post-game show. Traders Market batting order here in the top of the 5th for Sioux Falls West will be the number 9 hitter, Noah Grabo. Then back to the top with DeHaan and Jacobson. 2-1 lead. The Stars, Eschmeyer will step up. Gave up all 3 of his hits in that 1-run 3rd inning. Mostly ground outs, a couple of fly balls to center. Last one, great running grab by Hassett in the last inning. Breaking ball in for strike 1 to Grabo. Laid down the bunt in the first inning to move Whitlock to second. He came around to score, swing and a miss, 0-2. Grabo, a .250 hitter, 52 at bats. Steps back in. Holds the bat high above his shoulder. Open stance. And the pitch is up in the zone, 1-2. Eschmeyer 63 pitches here as we go to the top of the 5th inning. And the swing, Witt tried to tag. He'll have to throw down to first. Grabo on the strikeout. That is strikeout number 4 on the game for Eschmeyer. 1 gone, top of the 5th, top of the order. Tucker DeHaan, a walk and a strikeout.
Number 0, Tucker
DeHaan 3-13 on the year. Had a couple of steals last night in the doubleheader loss to Post 22. Has 11 coming in, 13 now on the season. From the left side, Eschmeyer misses upstairs, ball one. Jacobson with the RBI single on deck. Eschmeyer off-speed pitch, strike one, 1-1. Well, I guess when DeHaan came to the plate, we had zeros wild on the board. He's number 0. Now the board reads 1 and 2 with 1 out, top of the 5th. Eschmeyer just missing outside, 2 and 2. Tried to get DeHaan to chase. DeHaan held off. This one fouled away. DeHaan with 31 walks on the season leads the team. Only one other player has garnered more than 20 walks. That is Duncan with 25. That pitch misses upstairs as well. 3 and 2 now. So Eschmeyer got ahead in the count early, fishing around and has driven the count full. 3 and 2. Eschmeyer kicks and delivers. That one's upstairs. And for Eschmeyer, that will be walk number 3 in the game. Eschmeyer on the year has walked 31 in his 57 innings. So averages just a little over 1 every couple innings. Here in the top of the 5th, 1 out. Jacobson to the plate. Had the RBI single for the only run scored in the top of the 3rd. And Eschmeyer misses in the upper part of the zone again, ball 1. And DeHaan, a couple of steals last night, has 13 on the year. Very short lead. Eschmeyer throws over. DeHaan dives back. He has another step at least that he can take. And he'll take it. Measuring his lead, now creeps out a little further. Doesn't go. Witt looks down at first, chases DeHaan back. Upstairs again with the ball. Eschmeyer, they see something maybe in his delivery. They're going to go out and have a talk. We'll be back with more 320 baseball.
Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
So they break up the mound visit. 2-0 pitch to Jacobson. DeHaan runs. Chopper to short. Wald on the short hop. They're going to go to third. Speed with the throw across. They have him. If he made the tag, yes! DeHaan took a shot. Rounded second when he saw that Wald mishandled the ball slightly, but Wald with a dead-on throw to Speed at first, and Speed returns the favor on a 3-5 put out after the 6-3 put out. That ends the top of the 5th. Playmakers recap: no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. The unusual double play again for Post 320. We'll come back to the bottom of the 5th inning with 320 leading on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard by a score of 2-1.
Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches. And don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
Traders Market batting order for post 320 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. It's the top of the order. The Wald, Bird, and Sales, 2-1 lead. The Stars on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. That breaking ball misses high and outside. Wald starts off with a 1-0 count. Strikeout and a fly out to left for Wald. Thought about that one in the dirt. 2-0. Up, Noah Wald gets the bottom of the fifth started with a leadoff double. Wald went just 1 for 6 last night, hit by pitch. Gets his first hit here to this morning, 1 for 3. Go through all the time zones. Bird with a walk and an RBI single. Chance to get his second ribby of the day. With Wald at second, the delivery, Bird leans and looks at it. Just caught the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Bird, number 4 on the team in RBI, one of 4 players over 40. Rips that one to right field in foul territory, 0-2. Bird did not get an RBI last night, so that RBI earlier today, he sits at 42. Chopped into left field, and that will hold Wald at third. So a base hit by Bird with nobody out, puts runners at first and third, and Tegan Sales 0 for 2. Sales number 2 on the team in RBI with 47. He added that total last night with 3, so he has broken the 50 mark. Bennett Duncan will work out of the stretch with Bird at first, Wald at third. Right-hander delivers, Bird on the way. They throw through. From his knees, Stokes made a heck of a throw. It was in front of the bag, and the second baseman, Jensen, tried to reach back and get Bird, but Bird with the stolen base puts 2 runners in scoring position for the number 3 hitter, Tegan Sales. Open that stance up again a little bit. That big corkscrew. Here comes Sales. Tops it off to third base in foul territory. 1-1. Sales with the 3 RBI last night also has broken the 50 mark. So 3 hitters over 50 RBI now. That one bounces away, and that will score Wald from third. Advancing to third will be Bird on the wild pitch. 3-1 lead now for post 320 here in the bottom of the fifth inning on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. So Sales loses an RBI opportunity, but the run puts the Stars up by a deuce now, 3-1. Has Bird at third. Infield playing even with the bag. Chop to first. That will be an easy play there for the first baseman, Boston Bryant. Just inside the bag. So the unassisted put out, that's the second time Sales has hit into an unassisted out. So Bird holding at third. On the high chopper, if he's going on contact, he probably would have made it because it took a while for that ball to come down. Max Speed will step up now with opportunity to pick up another RBI. First out of the inning 1 run in. Wald scoring on the wild pitch. 0-1 to Speed. Off the end of his bat, and that is, they're going to let it roll foul. So a gamble by Boston Bryant. And the foul lines here at Pete Lean tend to be slanted towards the foul territory. We've seen a lot of those rollers. But Bryant had an opportunity to pick the ball up and tag Speed out, and still might have had a shot at Bird coming in from third. Bird just crossed the plate as the ball rolled foul. 0-2 to Speed, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th, 1 run in. Speed will step out. The 0-2 delivery. Speed swings through on an off-speed pitch. Had a strikeout in the second game last night.
Left fielder. 2, Colton Melhoff.
1 for 3 now is Speed. Colton Melhoff with 2 outs and runner on third. From the right side, Melhoff stands in, lifts it up in the air in the infield. And that will be the shortstop, Jacobson, playing the high sky well. Run in for post 320 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They did that on the strength of 2 hits, no errors, 1 left aboard at the end of 5 innings of play. It's a 3-1 lead for post 320 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Our inning recap brought to you by Playmaker.
Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
We go to the top of the 6th inning. We play 7. First game of 2 here this morning from Pete Lean Field to wrap up the season for post 320. It'll be Boston, Brian, Jackson, Dunn, and Jack Hilly. The Traders Market batting order here in the top of the 6th. Run across the bottom of the 5th for the Stars. They had 2 in the second inning. Sioux Falls West run came in the top of the 3rd. 3-1 up on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard with Boston Bryant. 1 for 2, a strikeout and a single. Swings through the pitch by Eschmeyer, strike 1. Eschmeyer walked the leadoff hitter in the game, retired 6 straight. 3rd inning, run put up by Sioux Falls. There's a grass burner. Jensen is over. Jansen to first. And there's 1 gone. Cleanup hitter Jackson Dunn, ground out to short, a fly out to center. Both those outs ending the respective innings 1 and 3. With just 1 out here. Cleanup hitter steps in from the right side. Open stance up on his front toe. Fly ball, right field. Starting in was Bird. Now he goes back and makes the play. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Eschmeyer with 1 clean inning so far in the game. That was the second. Jack Hilly struck out to start that inning. Now he comes to the plate with 2 outs. He lined hard to the third baseman, Tegan Sales, who stretched out to make an outstanding play to lead off the 4th inning. Eschmeyer misses down and away, 1-0. 30-11. Sioux Falls West on the year, 31-12 for post 320. The numbers 2 and 5 team in the power points. West was swept by post 22 last night, the number 1 team in power points. While post 320 split their doubleheader with Sioux Falls East. They're sitting at the number 12 spot. If everything holds the same, post 320 would play at home against Sioux Falls East next week. Those power points are tricky to read. They're so close right now. 3-0, just missing. And Eschmeyer, 4 straight pitches to Hilly, puts him on first. Jensen drew a walk in his last at bat, grounded out to second his first time up, 0 for 1. Hilly on board for the first time today. 3 steals, 3 caught stealing. That ball in the dirt. Witt does a good job of blocking it, keeping it in front of him. 320 struggled a lot in that first part of the season with wild pitches and pass balls. Witt's become much better, and the pitchers have kept the ball much more out of the dirt. They're going to go out and talk to Eschmeyer again. We'll be back after their conference on.
Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime, and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast.
So the second trip to the mound this game to talk to Eschmeyer. He misses inside, 2-0. 6 straight balls now by Eschmeyer. So I don't know if they're just trying to settle him down some. Normally, he doesn't have to have much attention out there. Very steady all season long. That one catches the outside part of the plate. 2-1. See if that gets Eschmeyer back in the groove. Jensen walked his last time up, was forced out at second on a 5-4 fielder's choice. Short lead at first. This one's lifted into right field. Hassett and Bird are there. Bird makes a running grab. Had the advantage of being a left-handed thrower as he reached across the right hand. Didn't have to go across his body. So a couple of flyouts to Bird in the top of the 6th inning and a ground out to short leaves Jack Hilly, who reached on a walk, sitting at first base. Playmakers through 5.5. Brings you that inning recap. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left aboard, 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning here from Pete Lean Field. This is post 320 base.
Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. Paisanos Pachillas, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
Bottom of the 6th inning, 3-1 lead on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Stars on top. Tom Anderson back in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. The Traders Market batting order here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hassett, Kimball, and Witt. Hassett 0 for 2. He's ended both innings in which he came to the plate. The first and the third. Slaps this one into center field. Bounces off the knee of Grabo, but Hassett will stick at first with the base hit, his first hit of the game. Had a big hit in the first game last night with the game-winning RBI. Wasn't a walk-off, but that put the Stars ahead. Then he came out to pitch the top of the seventh, picked up the win. Cooper Kimball, a walk and a run scored, a fly out to right. Hassett a short lead at first. Kimball turned to show the bunt. Did he pull back? Looked like he chased it. Did not see a call from the umpire. It is 1-0. So he pulled the bat back in time. Hassett extends that lead another half step maybe. See if they turn Kimball. They do. Kimball puts it down. Mishandled at first by the pitcher. Throws it away. And Hassett will stop at third. So the sacrifice by Kimball, he reaches on the error, on the throwing error by the pitcher. That moves runners to second and third. So credit Kimball with the sacrifice, I believe. And then reaching on the error. And that'll bring a visit from the Sioux Falls bench. With a 3-1 lead. We're back with more 320 baseball from Pete Lean.
Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at DakotaDiscountRV.com. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast.
Colby Witt steps in with runners at second and third, nobody out. Bottom of the sixth inning, 3-1 lead for the Stars on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. Good job by Stokes to keep that from going to the fence. After the conference on the hill, Bennett Duncan stays out there. Duncan now at 83 pitches. The delivery is going to be just inside. 2-0. Colby Witt. Looking to see if he got hit by a pitch last night. He did not. Unusual. 19 hit by pitches so far for Colby Witt. Maybe think about it because that second ball was way inside and Witt really didn't move much out of the way. 3 balls, no strikes. First base open. And that one just catches the inside part of the plate. 3-1. Witt has knocked in 13 runs on the year. Chance to add a couple here. And that pitch, a seam on the black. Witt thought he had ball 4. The count now is full. Kimball at second, Hassett at third. And the delivery. Lined into shallow right center. That'll score 1, and they will hold the runner at third. Kimball started to retreat to second base when he thought there might be a play on it. So the RBI by Witt, first and third. And that's going to do it for Bennett Duncan. We'll come back with the Traders Market pitching change when we return to Pete Lean Field. Post 320.
Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
Tom Anderson back with you. We have a pitching change. They haven't changed it officially here, but I believe that is number 23, Logue, who comes in relief here for Sioux Falls West. I believe Logue pitched last night. There we go. Logue started the first game.
Now pitching for Post 15 West, number 23, Chris Logue.
So Logue on the season. This will be his, after last night, his 8th appearance. Coming into last night's start, he's at 12 2/3, 10 hits, 12 runs, 9 earned runs, 13 walks in those 12 innings, 15 strikeouts, a 196 batting average against, 4.97 ERA,
Number 13, Anders.
2-1 on the season, depending on whether he got the decision last night. So Lockhart will be the courtesy runner at first. Number 9 hitter Adam Jansen with runners at first and third. He's knocked in 23 on the season. Did not get an RBI last night. The throw to second, not in time. It looked like they had him. The tag must have gone high. So the stolen base for Lockhart puts runners at second and third with nobody out. So Logue steps in with a count of 1 ball, no strikes on the number 9 hitter Adam Jansen. RBI double and scored a run. His first time up, hit into the unassisted 6-3 double play. Infield pulled in. Jansen shoots it up the middle, and that's by the second baseman. That's going to score a couple. And standing up will be Lockhart. That stolen base being huge. 2-run RBI single for Adam Jansen from the bottom of the order. He's got 3 knocked in today on 2 for 3 day. And back to the top. Noah Wald will step in. He is 1 for 3. Doubled to lead off the last inning. Came around to score on a wild pitch. 3 runs here in the inning and pushed that lead to 6-1. The throw to first and diving back was Jansen. He went airborne on that. Jansen, 5 steals, been caught or picked off twice. He dances out. That's the biggest lead anybody's had all game. He's got 1 foot beyond the infield cutout, and he dives back again. Good throw, probably had him that time, but scooping it out of the dirt was Bryant. So Jansen shuffles out. Now he's behind the infield cutout. Last 2 a little too close to call. Turning to bunt is Wald. And back to the fence goes the pitch. I mean, that went high back to the fence. I thought Wald fouled it back, but it just slipped out of the hand, apparently, of Logue. And Jansen goes to second on the wild pitch. In at the corners, expecting Wald to turn. Post 320 does not do a lot of bunting. He'll turn for the third time today. That pitch gets by him for strike one. Witt had a sacrifice bunt. And Cooper Kimball in this inning tried to give himself up, but the misplay at first put him on base. And this bunted right back to the pitcher. That will advance the runner to third. And the play 1-4. And talking to Coach Jansen a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the steals. And he started talking a little bit also about the bunting game going into the regionals and the Gopher Classic and then possibly the state tournament, playing these good teams where the games are going to be close. He said they were going to have to be able to run and bunt, play a little more small ball than what they played this year. They've just smacked the ball around the field for the most part. 90 doubles, 26 triples, and 21 home runs coming into the doubleheader, and they've added to that. A little flinch by Bird, lets the ball go by, ball one. So Jansen advanced to second on the wild pitch, goes to third on the bunt, and Bird takes pitch high in the strike zone, 1-1. So we got the Crazy Aces across the board again. Number 11 at bat, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Fouled off to the left side. Left fielder plays Bird about midway, straight ahead. Center fielder just slightly shaded towards left. Right fielder slightly shaded towards the line. That leaves a big gap in right center for Bird. And a pitch high and away, 2-2. 3 runs in the inning, 1 out. 6-1 lead for the Stars now on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard in the bottom of the 6th inning. That pitch misses way outside and high, 3-2. Bird a walk and a couple of singles today. It's going to help that batting average. And he walks again. Been on base all 4 times, puts runners at first and third. Stole the bases last time up. Now with 1 out, first and third, Sales. Flew out to left, grounded out to the shortstop unassisted, grounded out to the first baseman unassisted. It was a high chopper just inside the bag. Pitch outside, ball 1, Bird stays at first. Just 3 hits in the game for Sioux Falls West. All of those came in inning number 3 when they scored the run. Pitch outside, Bird off the bag. Stokes looked at him, chased him back. No throw, 2-0. Sales with a good night last night, 1 for 3, a run and an RBI in the second game. 2 for 4, and run and a couple of RBI in the first game. So he is at 50 RBI for the season. A chance here with the runner at third. Bird at first. The 3-0 delivery, and that's going to be just in the strike zone on the outside part of the plate. 3-1. Sales, that corkscrew stance has opened it up again. Drives it into center field on the run. Making the play is Graybo. The throw back to first. The runner from third will score. That is Jansen with the 4th run of the inning. So a sacrifice bunt, a sacrifice fly here in the inning. A couple of unusual things for Post 320. Coming into the doubleheader last night, they had 7 sacrifice and 14 sacrifice flies on the year. They put down 3 bunts here this morning, and that sacrifice fly brings in the run, puts them up 7-1 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard here in the bottom of the 6th. Max Speed takes a pitch up in the zone. 1-0. Bird stands at first. Speed at the plate. Struck out his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Single and a fly out to the shortstop. drives this one to left field. Just got under it, and the play fighting the sun made by Hilly. Speed didn't get quite all of it like he did last night when he sent that boomer going over about that same spot in left field. 4 runs across the plate here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They did that on the strength of 3 hits and a walk. Sacrifice fly, a couple of bunts. We go to the top of the 7th inning. That inning recap brought to you by Playmakers in the Uptown Mall.
At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
We go to the top of the 7th here at Pete Lean Field in Game 1 of the doubleheader. 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Have opened up a 7-1 lead now for Post 320 as we go to the top of the 7th inning. It's the bottom 3 in the order. Stokes, Whitlock, and Graybo due up for Sioux Falls West. That batting order brought to you by Traders Market, located in the Uptown Rapid Mall. Open on the weekends, Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, and on Sunday 10 to 4. Dozens of vendors up there. If you can't find what you're looking for, you may not find it. Eschmeyer comes back out for the top of the 7th inning. He is a workhorse, sitting at 86 pitches. At 105, he can finish the batter he's facing and then has to leave. He went 8 2/3 innings in the Gopher Classic, and he hit that 105 mark. Had to come out. Hassett finished up the game. This one fouled back on an swing by Stokes. 0-1 the count. Stokes 0 for 2. Ground out to the shortstop, ground out to the second baseman. Reached on the fielder's choice as they went 3 to 4. Sorry, 5 to 4. Third baseman to the second baseman. 0-2. Eschmeyer fires, drilled into right center field. That will be at least 1. It rolls to the wall. That's going to be 2. And a little mishandle out in center field by Hassett trying to pick up the ball. But Stokes puts on the brakes at second. And courtesy runner in will be Connor McGinnis. So a leadoff double by Stokes. McGinnis, the other catcher, comes in to run. McGinnis, no steals on the year. Maybe a little bit of an unusual choice. Whitlock stands in from the left side. 1 for 2, scored a run. And Eschmeyer brushes the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Whitlock, the designated hitter. Thin pole from the left side. And that one just missed outside. 1-1. Whitlock, 222, 45 at bats entering the play here in Rapid City. Flinched on that one. Ball misses low, 2-1. So Beckett Whitlock realized, looking at that, he has the first name of a former Red Sox pitcher and the last name of a current Red Sox pitcher. Swing and a miss. And Sioux Falls West with the red on blue, a little bit of a Red Sox look actually. So appropriate. 2-2 the count to Whitlock. Nobody gone here. Top of the 7th inning. 7-1 lead for the Stars. Eschmeyer's gone the distance. Giving up now 4 hits. This one fouled off to the left side. He'd given up all 3 of his hits in the 3rd inning. Worked out of a little bit of trouble in the 4th. A little bit of trouble in the 5th. In the 6th, he's had base runners, but nothing major. He's been in control of the game, if not in control of his control. He's got 4 or 5 walks now in the contest. That one misses up in the zone. Count goes full. Eschmeyer up to 94 pitches now. With nobody out, he may not be able to finish his game out. Again, he comes out at 105. Next hitter may be his last. Right up the middle on the ground ball. That is going to... No, they will hold the runner as Hassett charges quickly from center field. So a base hit, runners at first and third.
Now batting, number 15, center fielder, number 15, Noah Grabo.
The number 9 hitter, Grabo, coming to the plate. 95 pitches for Eschmeyer. Usually Mike Jansen will come out if they are going to pull the pitcher. We're going to keep it right here. Chance to acknowledge our post-320 game sponsors. Complete HVAC, Anco Builders of Infrastructure and Communications, Stuart Martin Remax Results Real Estate Team, Nick Davis over American Family, Davis & Associates, McKee Ford, Scoopy Cow, South Dakota Mines, Shields, Tatco Construction, Water Tree Hot Tub Saunas and Water Treatment, Denny Menhold Auto Group, Strive Fitness, and Beersbach Equipment and Supply. Always thankful for the sponsors, our webcast sponsors, our Playmakers, Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming, Mike's Auto Sales, Dakota Discount RV, Traders Market, Paisanos, Pakia, and Soundbites Vintage. So Eschmeyer, this could be the last hitter at 95 pitches. Nobody out, runners at first and third here in the top of the 7th inning. A 7-1 lead for the Stars. The pitch is driven foul down the left field side. Just out ahead of it was Grabo. Laid down a sacrifice bunt that helped score that run in the 3rd. Struck out his last time up. 3rd plate appearance. 0 for 1. That one right down the pipe. 0-2. Eschmeyer looking to be efficient here. Get a shot maybe at one more hitter. DeHaan, the leadoff hitter. Walked twice, struck out once. And a swing and a miss, Eschmeyer. For the 2nd time gets Grabo with the K. 2, 3. That is his 5th strikeout, and that will be it for Eschmeyer. You look at Coach Mike Jansen saying, please, I want one more hitter. But with 1 out, he wasn't going to be able to complete the game most likely. At 99 pitches, he would have had one more hitter. But another outstanding performance from the 320 Stars ace, Eschmeyer. We'll go to the bench. We'll come back with the Traders Market pitching change. I think it's going to be Ben Hassett as he goes to the bench to switch out gloves.
Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime, and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more, tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Playmakers, Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at playmakersllc.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
So the tag team tandem of Eschmeyer and Hassett. Again, Hassett will come in relief as Eschmeyer sits down with one out here in the top of the 7th at 95 pitches. Runners at first and third. Hassett came in last night with the bases loaded, gave up a sacrifice fly, then pitched. In game one, pitched an almost perfect 7th inning. Walked the first batter who was thrown out trying to steal. That curveball busts in for strike 2. So Eschmeyer leaves on a high note after giving up the double and the single. Struck out Grabo. I believe he went to center. Yeah, it'll be strike 3 as Hassett comes in and rings him up. Hassett, number 2 on the team in strikeouts behind Eschmeyer. 46 strikeouts. I think he did 4 in his game last night. Yeah, 4 strikeouts. So that is 51 on the year in under 30 innings. Breaking pitch. Yes, strike 1. Most of these hitters have not seen a breaking pitch like the one Hassett throws. Has some speed to it and a sharp downward break. 0-1 delivery. Fastball just misses down and away. 1-1. Whitlock, the runner at first, just 1 steal on the year. Down 7-1. They will not take a chance, I would not think. McGinnis, the pinch runner, or courtesy runner rather, at third. That breaking pitch doesn't catch the outside part of the plate. 2-1. Hassett struggled a little bit in his appearance last night against right-handed hitters, getting that breaking ball in. Two-one delivery from Hassett. Kicks in. It's going to be shot in the gap between first and second. And then through the legs, a bird. And that'll put runners at second and third. So a single and an error. Run scores. Runners go to second and third. The RBI for Jacobson. Boston Bryant, the number 3 hitter, 1 for 3. So Eschmeyer responsible for that run and the runner at third, Whitlock. He goes 6 1/3 innings. Gave up the 5 hits. Breaking pitch to the lefty is in for strike 1. Oh, 0-1 delivery. Bryant 1 for 3 with a strikeout, a single, and a ground out. That one misses outside. 1-1. The breaking pitch doesn't quite catch the inside part of the plate. So 1 run in, the lead now is 7-2 on the Dakota Discount RV scoreboard. And that one just misses outside. 3-1. Hassett came in, struck out the leadoff hitter, gave up the single to Jacobson. Now behind in the count to the number 3 hitter in the order, Boston Bryant. That breaking pitch, that's the Ben Hassett breaking ball. 3-2, 2 outs. Runner standing at second and third. Unusual misplay by Bird in right field. Allowed the runners to advance, and that pitch way inside. I don't think it hit him, but that'll load up the bases.
The walk brings to the plate. Number 10, Jackson.
So Hassett, in his 27-plus innings, has walked 19. Had a walk in his appearance last night. Did not give up a hit, did not give up any runs. Struck out 4 in 2 innings. Breaking pitch busts in for strike 1. 2 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Jackson Dunn 0 for 3. Ground out, fly out, fly out. Count goes even at 1-1. Jack Hilly on deck should Dunn keep things going here in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. Eschmeyer ended his appearance with a strikeout. Hassett started his with a K. That one just off the plate, 2-1. Not a save opportunity for Hassett. Just the normal Eschmeyer to Hassett tag team. That one misses way outside. 3-1. The base is full of blue jerseys for Sioux Falls West. West dropped their doubleheader last night against Post 22, 7-5. They almost came back in the second game for losing that one 7-6. They're down 7-2 here, so the Sevens have not been kind. And Hassett walks in a run. Pitch just down in the zone, so Hassett comes in, gets a strikeout, gives up a single, a couple of walks, and that closes the book now on Eschmeyer. 6 1/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, all 3 of those runs earned. Walked 4, struck out 5, looking to pick up his 8th win of the year. Ben Hassett out there trying to close things out. With 2 gone, bases stay loaded. Jack Hilly, a strikeout, a sharp line out to third base on a beautiful extended dive and catch by Sales at third base. Drew a walk last inning. He is the 8th hitter to come to the plate here in the top of the 7th inning. Sioux Falls West, if nothing else, looking to build some momentum going into game 2. Breaking pitch, strike 1. Hassett looking for the call there, 0-2. With his 5 strikeouts, Hassett now has broken the 50 strikeout mark at 51. Eschmeyer with his 5 strikeouts today at 62 on the season. Top 2 came in for 320. That one just misses inside, 1-2. Stay with us after the end of the first game here. We'll have the Soundbites Vintage post-game show, take a look at the numbers, and then come back and name our Paisanos player of the game. Have a few candidates here, really haven't given it much thought. Hassett delivers the 1-2, sharply hit to the shortstop, flips it to second, not in time. So Wald slid a little awkwardly. Saw this last night where the ball went right between the legs of the umpire. And that one, Wald was shielded as well by the umpire's position. Danced out of the way at the last moment. The base hit puts another run across. First charged against Hassett. And Jensen, second baseman. They're going to call everybody in with 2 outs. I don't know what there really is to discuss. Hit the ball and run fast. Down by 3 runs now at 7-4. Hassett with a strikeout, a single, walk, and a single. So a little bit of a struggle for the ace reliever from post 320. Regions start next week. Tuesday and Wednesday. Then the state tournament here in Rapid City at Fitzgerald Stadium on Tuesday the 28th through Friday the 31st. Post 320. We'll have a home region matchup. We'll know what that looks like after the weekend is over. There's still some games to be played, and those power points can shuffle around. Hassett fastball catches the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Jensen 0 for 2 with a walk, sandwiched in between a ground out and a fly out to right. That pitch off the plate, 1-1, and then the pitch or the throwback to the pitcher over the head. We saw that same thing happen against post 22, and now things starting to get a little bit dicey. Came into this inning with a lead of 7-1. It looked like it was an easy inning for Eschmeyer maybe to get out of, but he gave up a leadoff double, a single by Whitlock, struck out the last batter he faced. So they bring in their ace reliever Hassett, got the first man to strike out with 2 outs now, a single, 2 walks, a single, and an error on the throwback. And all of a sudden it's 7-5. Tying run sitting at first base. This one fouled away, 1-2. West did the same thing to post 22 last night in the 7th inning. They were down big and rallied back to within 1, but they ended up losing that game 7-6. So a 7-5 loss, a 7-6 loss. They trail here in the top of the 7th, 7-5. The unlucky sevens for Sioux Falls West at this point. Trying to break that luck against the lefty Ben Hassett. 1-2 delivery. Strike 3! Hassett with the breaking ball. Ends the inning. A very scary one for post 22. 4 runs in the top of the 7th inning. But the Stars hang on for the 7-5 win. We'll take a break, come back with the Soundbites Vintage post-game show when we return to Pete Lean Field. This is post 320 base.
Soundbites Vintage is your entertainment destination in the Traders Market in the Uptown Rapid Mall. We have music on vinyl, CD and tape, movies on DVD, VHS, and even Laserdisc, stereo equipment, TVs, VCR, and DVD players. Into collecting, you'll find sports and gaming cards, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other collectible figures, along with Hot Wheels and die-cast. We also have video games, books, comics, Barbies, and lots more. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. At Mike's Auto Sales, you'll be dealing with the owner, Mike Kuhn. He's been in the business a long time and knows just how important you are. In fact, ask about the 3-month, 3,000-mile You Matter guarantee. Follow them on Facebook. Find the full inventory online at Mike'sAutoSalesRC.com. They're located at 308 East North Street or call 605-231-8890. Thanks so much to Mike's Auto Sales for supporting local sports and this webcast. Playmakers Sports Cars, Memorabilia, and Gaming is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the J.C. Penney Wing. Brad, Justin, and the rest of the staff at Playmakers make collecting fun with a wide selection of sports and gaming, plus trade nights, gaming tournaments, and card shows. Follow on Facebook for all the latest inventory and events, and go online at PlaymakersLLC.com. Thanks to Playmakers for supporting Rapid City Sports and this webcast.
Back in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. This is a Soundbites Vintage post-game show. Scary ending to the game for post 320, but they come away with the win 7-5. That moves them to 32-12 on the year. Well, Sioux Falls West drops their 3rd straight out here in Rapid City. They drop to 30-12. 17-7, the South Dakota record for post 15. 12-6 now for post 320. Burke Eschmeyer goes 6 1/3 innings, gave up just 5 hits, 3 of those in the 2nd, and the other 2 coming in the 7th inning. Otherwise, he was in fine form, but they bunched in the hits. 7 hits on the game for Sioux Falls West. Eschmeyer giving up 3 runs, all earned, walked 4, so struggled at times with his control, struck out 5. 2/3 of an inning for Ben Hassett. Started off with a strikeout, then ran into some trouble, gave up a couple of runs. One of those earned. That second run on the overthrow back to the mound by Witt. A couple of walks, a couple of strikeouts. With a 7-1 lead, it looked like post 320 may have just lost some concentration there in the 7th inning. Eschmeyer came in with the opportunity to finish the game off. He gave up a double and a single. The strikeout of Grabo put him at 95 pitches, and they made the pitching change there. He picks up the win, though. He's now 8-1 on the year. Hassett in relief went 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 of those earned, walked a couple, struck out a couple. On the batting side of things, Noah Wald goes 1 for 3, scores a run, had a double. Aiden Bird 2 for 2. Did not cross the plate, had a couple of walks, had a stolen base. 0 for 3 for Tegan Sales, drove in a run with a sacrifice fly. Max Speed goes 1 for 4 with a single. Colton Melhoff with a walk, 0 for 2. Otherwise, 1 for 3 on the day for Hassett. Scored a run. Cooper Kimbo goes 0 for 1, flew out to right, had a walk, reached on an error on a sacrifice attempt. He scored a couple of runs in the game. Colby Witt goes 1 for 1. He had a sacrifice, drew a walk, scored, and knocked in a run. He's got perfect ones across the box score. And Adam Jansen goes 2 for 3, scored twice, knocked in 3 runs, had a double. So a good afternoon for the number 9 hitter. We'll take a break, come back and name our Paisanos player of the game, wrap things up here in Game 1, and get ready for Game 2 of the doubleheader, the last regular season game of the season for Post 320. But back with Paisanos player of the game next year from Pete Lean Feet.
Paisanos Pachias, pizza and more. Tasty appetizers, homemade soups and salads, signature sandwiches, and don't miss the daily specials. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. Dine in or carry out, call 605-341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. You can also follow along on Facebook. Thanks to Stacy and everyone at Paisanos for their support of Rapid City Sports and this webcast. Dakota Discount RV is your local RV dealer. Big thanks to Kevin and the gang for their participation in these webcasts. It's summertime and they are ready with a fresh lineup for your camping adventures. Find Dakota Discount RV in Rapid City at 3330 Mall Drive and just off exit 48 on JB Road in Somerset. Sales, parts, and service, 605-388-8243, and their website with their full inventory at dakotadiscountrv.com. Traders Market is located in the Uptown Rapid Mall in the former Sears location in the East Wing. You'll find more than 4 dozen vendors with more offerings that can be listed. Custom crafts, furniture and toys, housewares, tools, collectibles of all kinds, plus music, movies, games. Don't forget jewelry, clothing, books, electronics, and more. If you can't find it at Traders Market, you may not find it. Big thanks to all the vendors for their support of this webcast. Open Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
Tom Anderson back with you in the Mike's Auto Sales broadcast booth. A 7-5 hang-on win there for Post 320 in the first game of our doubleheader here. Our Paisanos player of the game kind of looked at Eschmeyer a little bit, but then I got down to Adam Jansen at the bottom of the order. He goes 2 for 3, scored a couple of runs, knocked in 3 with a double. Adam Jansen is our Paisanos player of the game. Paisanos just down the road from us here on Canyon Lake Drive. Sponsors our player of the game, Paisanos Pizza and more. Dine in or carry out, call 341-6941 or visit Paisanos at 3618 Canyon Lake Drive. If you haven't had Paisanos Pizza, you haven't had pizza. So that is game 1 in the books with the win 32-12 for Post 320 Sioux Falls West at 30-12. We want to thank all of our sponsors here in the first game, Complete HVAC and Co-Builders of Infrastructure and Communications, American Family Davis & Associates, Nick Davis, the agent, McKee Ford, South Dakota Mines, Stuart Martin, Remax Results Real Estate Team, Scoopy Cow, Tatco Construction, Water Tree Hot Tub Saunas and Water Treatment, Shields, Beersbach Equipment and Supply, Denny Menholt Group, and Strive Fitness. So to wrap up game 1, Tom Anderson thanking you for watching the first half of our doubleheader here on Post 320's YouTube channel.